She says, when starting out on a wellness journey, is it more important to focus on nutrition, exercise, or both? I'm feeling a little overwhelmed trying to fit it all into an already busy schedule. Okay, Steph, I love this question. Thank you for asking it. Overwhelm is never helpful. So it is very easy. I mean, the diet industry is a $60 billion industry per year. It's so easy to get overwhelmed by this stuff because this person will say one thing and then the next expert will say something totally different, and then you read the magazines and there are all the books and there are the cookbooks and there's Pinterest and there's all this kind of stuff. So my suggestion to you is to go very slowly. This is how I work with my one-on-one clients who are just starting out on their health journey. I break their goals up into things that are so small that when they leave my office, they should actually feel underwhelmed because they have 1, 2, or 3 goals per week that they're applying to their everyday lives, and those goals should feel totally realistic. For example, if they're already drinking 40 ounces of water per week, I might up their goal to 50 ounces, and that might be one of their 2 goals for the week. Then they track every single day. Did I get 50 ounces of water? And if not, we discuss it. If so, great, we celebrate it. Another goal might be adding a veggie pack. You know, that's one of my favorite health tips ever, is to add a veggie pack, and I'll link to my video on veggie packs below. You might choose to trade your afternoon cookie for an apple. Something that seems simple and something that you almost might say, well, that's not going to fix all my issues. That's okay. It should be simple and doable, because if we jump into a diet that feels overwhelming and we're not used to change and we're kind of stuck in our old ways like humans are, the chances of us sticking with that are really, really low unless we have the constant accountability and support from a health coach or some other practitioner. So if you're doing this on your own, go really, really slowly. And if you say that part about, well, this isn't going to make a difference, just imagine if you made one small change every single week. That's 52 changes per year, and that is enough to make a difference. I promise you that. So there's a great book on this. I'll warn you that the beginning is like a lot of science and seems a little boring, but once you get into the middle section on diet and exercise and meditation and things like this, it's really applicable and approachable for even someone who's not a nutrition nerd like me. It's called Super Genes. It's by Deepak Chopra, and I couldn't remember the name of the other author, but I'll post the link to the book Super Genes below. I highly recommend that to give you some ideas for small changes that you can make. And then to really answer your question, is nutrition or exercise more important? It kind of depends on your goals. And Steph, since I don't know you, I don't know what your goals are. If, for example, your goal is stress reduction, I would recommend exercise. To have the first thing you do be go for a 10-minute walk every day. That's probably the biggest stress relieving thing that I could possibly suggest. And of course, exercise has benefits for your heart, exercise has benefits for your metabolism, your detoxification processes, so many things, your energy levels, of course. So exercise is fantastic if your goal is stress relief or general health. Now, if your goal is weight loss, I would highly suggest your one change be to focus on something in the nutrition realm as opposed to the exercise realm. It's oversaid, but 80% of results are made in the kitchen, not in the gym. And even though I love my exercise and I think exercise is so important, if weight loss is your goal, you're going to get more bang from your buck by focusing on the nutrition. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples to help this settle in. My clients will know that I am not about calorie counting. I do not suggest that anyone count calories, and that's a whole other topic of why I don't suggest that. But this is something that's like, it makes sense to people. So let's say you were going to go for a 30-minute walk. You upped my 10-minute recommendation into a 30-minute walk. For a 150-pound woman, a 30-minute walk burns about 125 calories. So you might think, oh, that's great. But then you think, oh, I get a muffin for breakfast, a blueberry muffin, and that's like 450 calories. So then you'd have to work or walk for 3+ days just to burn off the calories of a muffin. And now, again, it's not calories in, calories out. So I'm just using this example to kind of help you settle in that that nutrition is really where you're going to get the most results. Aside from calories, let's focus on inflammation. So I just finished my 10-day reset. We had 43 participants, and oh my gosh, guys, the results were fantastic. People in 10 days ditched their cravings. We're done with it now, so they're free to do whatever they want. And I had several people saying, well, I didn't even want to reintroduce anything. Why would I make myself feel not good? So one of the things we took out was dairy, for example. And we had several people saying, I went to go put cheese on something and I just chose not to because I know I feel so much better without it. People who said they have so much more energy, they lost 3, 4, 5, 6 pounds over the course of 10 days. That's all inflammation. All we did was reduce the inflammatory foods in our diet and focus on eating tons and tons of vegetables and healthy foods. And so my point in saying this is that food is not just about calories, it's about the inflammation that it causes in your body. And that just makes you feel not good. Forget the weight loss thing, just makes you feel not good. So if your goal, Steph, is general health, and feeling energized, feeling productive, focused, alive, awake during the day, again, I would encourage you to think about nutrition instead of exercise. There's the metabolic effect of sugar and all kinds of processed foods. There's the long-term health benefits of cutting out processed foods, but I'm assuming you're looking for more immediate results, so I'm not going to go into that. So again, Steph, my message is make it approachable for you. Do not try to do everything at once. You got plenty of time to do that. If you make one small change every single week, that's 52 changes per year, which is something to celebrate. So make it easy for yourself. You know the answer oftentimes. So listen to your intuition and think, what do I really need? Do I need some movement? Should I go for that 10-minute walk? Or do I really need to trade that cookie in the afternoon for an apple? You know the answer. Just start small and keep encouraging yourself along the way.